So I'm going to join you sitting on a block to elevate the pelvis. You can do the same if that feels good. And then using a blanket under the feet. Okay, thank you, Karen. And using a blanket underneath your feet can be nice to support the ankles in the shape of easy pose Sukhasana. So today's practice is Vinyasa for the digestive system. So the focus will be on twists and will be on flexion and extension of the torso so that we can massage this space where our vital organs live. We can aid in good digestion. We can breathe vitality into this space. It's also known as the second brain, the gut, the belly. And it is a place of intuition and knowing. But very often we are thinking in our heads rather than feeling into this part of the body. So for today's practice, I want us to drop our mind's awareness down into this second brain, into the lower belly, and just observe what you notice, what sensations you feel, what emotion or mood stems from stimulating this region of the body. So we'll begin with our hands on our thighs. You can roll your shoulders up, back and down. Take a deep breath in and a smooth breath out. Again, like that, deep breath in, full breath out. One more cycle in and out. If you're comfortable with your eyes closed, you can close your eyes. If it would feel nice today, you can create Yoni Mudra with your thumbs and index fingers touching so your hands make a little triangle shape, and then resting those hands onto your lower belly, so beneath your belly button and towards your pubic bone. And I just encourage you to breathe into this region of the lower belly. Very often we're breathing up in the chest and not allowing this region of the body to relax. So surrender the lower belly, don't try and pull it in, draw it tight. Let there be breath and vitality, prana, life force energy moving down into this region. Start to notice what you notice. This space beneath the belly button is the second chakra, also known as the sacral chakra, Shavasana. It is orange in color, and it is a home of creativity, fertility. It is fluid, and it is governed by the element of water. So as we flow today, I want you to imagine you are moving like water. Fluid, graceful, powerful at times, steady. I also encourage you to continue to breathe into the lower belly all the way through our practice. On your next inhale breath, sweep both of your arms up to the sky. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms up. Exhale, round your back, chin to chest, press the arms forwards. This is a seated version of cat and cow pose. Inhale, lift up through your spine, lift your arms and start to look up with your gaze. Exhale, round the back, look towards your belly button, press the palms forwards. Inhale, float those arms back towards the sky and lift your chin and chest. And last time, exhale, rounding the back, look towards your belly button. Inhale back to center with the spine and exhale, lower your arms down. Hands back onto your thighs. Take a big breath in, lift your shoulders up. Big breath out, roll the shoulders back and down. From here, let's take Sufi grind. So choose a direction to move in. You're making a circular movement with your upper body while keeping your pelvis rooting down. We're massaging the belly here, the hips, and the lower back. This just gives us a good indication as to where needs a little more attention today or where we're feeling that fluidity, like water. Don't worry too much about direction. We'll make sure we go both ways. Instead, focus on your breath. So every time you lean forwards, let that be on your inhale. And every time you lean back, let that be on your exhale. Just take one more circle in this direction. And then simply change and go the other way. If anywhere along these pathways you feel the urge to just pause and take a couple extra breaths, by all means do so. Really nice. One more circle this way. And then come back upright to Sukhasana. Take a big breath in. And a smooth breath out. Observe what you notice in this wrap around your torso. And as you're ready, we'll meet in tabletop position, removing any props you might be sitting on and coming onto your hands and knees. Rooting your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. You can have your toes tucked here. And start to just gently rock your pelvis side to side, so we're bringing fluidity into the hips. And you can move your rib cage a little side to side at the same time, massaging spine as well. From here, spread the fingers and come up and into a downward facing dog. Pressing the heels towards the back of your mat, keeping a softness through your knees, pelvis towards the sky, belly button now drawing towards your spine, and your head relaxing between your arms with your shoulder blades moving down the back of your rib cage. All 10 of your finger pads rooting into the mat, so you're not dropping all the way into your wrists. Take 3 breaths here. And we're going to create a little flow using cat, cow, child's pose, and downward facing dog. So on your next inhale, lower your knees, lift your pelvis, lower your belly, lift your chin and chest during cow pose. Exhale, place your big toes together, melt your pelvis towards your heels and settle back into child's pose, Dandasana. Take a full breath in here and a full breath out here. On your next inhale, come up to tabletop and start to round the back into cat pose, looking at your belly button. As you exhale, tuck your toes and come into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Again, like that, lower the knees. Inhale, coming into cow pose, lifting your heart. Exhale, child's pose, lowering your chest, walking the hands forwards. Take a full breath in And a full breath out. Inhale onto your hands and knees, cat pose, look at your belly button. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more cycle of this. Inhale, lower the knees, lift the chin and the chest, stretching the front lines of your torso. Exhale, child's pose, sinking the pelvis back and down. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Inhale, hands and knees, rounding the spine, look to the belly button. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. From here, inhale your right leg towards the sky, tugging your right knee towards your chest and stepping the right foot forwards. Lowering your left knee to the mat. Option to have your hands to the floor, hands on blocks, or bringing both hands up to the sky. Low crescent lunge. Tugging those lower ribs in, relaxing your shoulders back and down, and gently squeezing through your inner legs as if there's an imaginary beach ball there. Spread your right toes into the floor. You can stay here, or on your next inhale breath, reach your arms a little higher to the sky. And on your exhale, bring your hands together in prayer at the center of your chest, Anjali Mudra. On your next inhale, turn your chest to the right with your hands in prayer. And exhale, hook your left elbows high up your outer right thigh as you can. Keep turning your heart space towards the right and bringing your thumbs towards your sternum towards your thumbs at the middle of your chest. Breathe into your lower belly, massaging the belly. You can stay here. You have the option to lift that back knee up and off the floor, lengthening that back leg, pushing the left heel towards the back of the room. You also have the option to float the right arm to the sky and the left hand down towards the side of your mat. On your next inhale, come back into your lunge with your arms overhead. As you exhale, lower your hands to the mat and step forwards, Tanasana. Take a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold. Knees soft, fingertips to the floor, or again, your hands might be on your lovely blocks. Draw the belly button towards the spine, relaxing the head down towards the earth. If this creates any dizziness or nausea though, keep looking at the floor so your head is still in line with your heart. Belly button to spine, massaging the belly. As you're ready, take another halfway lift. Exhale, fold, stepping back to downward facing dog. Stay here or inhale to plank pose. You can have your knees up or down for this. And as you exhale, bend your elbows down the sides of your rib cage and lower all the way to the mat, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, baby cobra, so roll your shoulders back, press the tops of your feet and your pubic bone into the floor, lift your heart, lift your chin. Try and use the strength from your back to lift you rather than the press through your hands. You can explore lifting your hands away from the floor and see how that goes. On your next exhale, lower your chest, tuck your toes, press back to tabletop. And then option for down dog or child's pose or remaining in tabletop position. Take 3 breaths. On your next inhale from down dog or tabletop, float the left leg towards the sky. Exhale, left knee into your chest, step the left foot forwards lightly. Lower the right knee to the earth. Fingertips on the floor, hands on blocks, or both hands coming to the sky. Find that position, that strong lunge where your inner legs are engaged, your lower ribs are hugging in, your shoulders are relaxed. Take another breath in here, arms full. Exhale, hands to heart space, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, turn your heart space to the left, squeezing through those inner legs. Exhale, right elbow over the top of your left thigh. Keep turning the chest to the left if that feels comfortable in your back. And bring your thumbs and chest towards one another. So we're not collapsing the torso over that left thigh. We're resisting the left thigh. We're moving away from it. Option to keep that right leg on the floor or tucking the right toes, lifting the right knee, pushing the right heel back. Maybe left arm to the sky, maybe right hand down towards the mat. Inhale back into your lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth and step forwards, Uttanasana. Take a halfway lift out of Tanasana and exhale, fold. Couple of breaths here once again. Weight into your 10 toes, knees soft, chest melting over your thighs, belly button pulling in. Take another halfway lift out of Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Step back to downward facing dog. You can inhale here. And as you exhale, option to ripple forwards into your plank position. Knees up or down. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, lowering all the way to the mat in one piece. Inhale, baby cobra. Press the tops of the feet down. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart space. Maybe release the hands. Exhale, lower your chest, tuck your toes, pressing back to tabletop first, and then to either down dog, child's pose, or remaining in tabletop for 3 breaths. Keep finding your breath. Keep your focus on that lower belly. Keep reminding yourself of the qualities of water. From down dog or tabletop, inhale your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee and open your hips gently to the right. Maybe take some knee circles here, opening up that right hip. Just take them in one direction and then the other. Lovely. Hug that right knee back to your chest, step the right foot forwards. This time lower your left heel onto the mat, setting up the feet in Warrior 2. Cartwheel the arms up and around and into your Warrior 2. You're checking that your front heel and your back arch are tracking one long line, and that your front knee is tracking your second and third toes, and that the front knee is stacked over that front ankle. Your front thigh is running as parallel with the mat as you can, and all 10 toes are spreading wide. Hands into a long T shape, looking over the right fingers. Turn your front palm up, back hand on your back thigh, take Peaceful Warrior, side body stretch. Inhale, Warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. So right forearm or right hand on the right thigh, left arm up and overhead. Lovely. Breathe into that side body. Inhale back to Warrior 2. Exhale, interlace your hands on your lower back. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. And turn your chest now to the front left corner of your mat. Inhale your chin and your chest to the sky, opening up that front line. Exhale, hinge forwards into Humble Warrior, folding your chest, your shoulders inside that right thigh, and extending your interlaced hands towards the sky. If this doesn't feel great, you can always have your hands on the mat inside that right foot, or hands on a block there if that feels more accessible. If it doesn't feel great to have your hands interlaced and lifting up to the sky, you can keep those hands on your lower back, no problem. Keep hugging your right hip back, squeeze through those inner legs, pull belly button to spine, maybe look towards your belly button. And your next inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the front of the mat, come onto the ball of your left foot and step forwards, Tanasana. Take a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold. This time bend the knees, press into the feet, float the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart and down by your sides. Take a breath in and a breath out. Let's move into a balance here. Put all the weight into your left foot. Find a drishti point, so something in front of you that is still and not moving. Start to float your right heel away from the floor and bring your right knee towards your chest. Now some of you will play with this, just tapping those right toes up and down off the floor, and that's your balance today. Often to come further, you're bringing your right knee to your chest and you're holding onto your right shin or right hamstring with your two hands. You're hugging that right knee into your chest. Knee to chest pose, standing. We often do this from a reclined position. See if you can breathe into your lower belly here. This shape is massaging the colon, and in particular on this side, the right side, the ascending colon. Stay like this, or take that right knee wide now and connect the sole of your right foot to your inner left leg, either at the thigh, at the calf, or resting that right foot back to the floor, right heel to left ankle. This is your tree pose for Shavasana. You can have your hands back in Anjali Mudra at the center of your chest, pressing leg into foot, foot into leg, and lifting up through the crown of your head. The last piece of this balance is to hug that right knee back into your chest using your core strength. Exhale, lean forwards with your chest and press the right foot back behind you, coming into warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. The more you lean forwards, the more you're extending through the crown of your head and pushing back with the sole of that right foot. You can always place one hand to the wall for stability, or return your hands onto your blocks near the floor. Otherwise, your hands are in Anjali Mudra or wide in a T shape. On your next inhale breath, come back to stand, Tadasana, mountain pose, arms by your side. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Hook your thumbs together in front of your body. Keep your knees soft. Inhale both arms up to the sky and keep looking towards your thumbs and leaning back gently. Exhale, forward fold, belly button to spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank pose, knees up or down. Take an inhale breath in your plank, engaging that core. Exhale, chaturanga, bend at the elbows. You can lower or you can hover from the mat now and come into upward facing dog. Tops of the feet to the floor and the hands. The rest of the body is floating. A deeper back bend, so be mindful if you need that today. From here, exhale back to either tabletop, down dog, or child's pose. Take your 3 breaths. In these moments of pause and rest, connect to how you're feeling, how you're breathing, where you feel stimulated, activated, warm. From down dog or tabletop, inhale your left leg towards the sky. Bend the left knee and open the hips gently to the left. Here we are again with our circles. Making big juicy circles with that left knee. Really getting into the left hip. Moving those circles in the other direction. So nice. And then hugging that left knee to your chest and stepping the left foot lightly forwards. Lowering the right heel onto the mat so the front foot's facing forwards, the back foot is facing the long edge of the mat. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, cartwheel the arms up and around, looking over your left hand. And once you get upright in your warrior, don't be afraid to move around a bit. Readjust. Take up a wider base. Find the rooting and power through your legs, and then this spacious light quality through your arms, through your rib cage, through your torso. Turn your front palm up, rest your back hand on your back thigh, and take peaceful warrior side body stretch. Inhale back to warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. So left hand or left forearm on the left thigh, right arm up and overhead. Inhale back to warrior 2. Exhale, interlace your hands on your back. Roll your shoulders back. Turn your chest to the front right corner of your mat. Inhale, extending the line of the front body, looking up. Exhale, humble warrior. Bow your body inside that left thigh and then lift the hands up towards the sky, or hands on the floor inside the left foot or on blocks there. If your hands are interlaced on your back body, just make sure your palms stay connected and your elbows stay soft. You can be looking at your mat or looking towards your belly button. You're hugging your left hip back and down. So nice. Bring your hands back to your sacrum and then inhale back up into warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat either side of your left foot, come onto the ball of your right foot and step forwards to Tanasana. Take a halfway lift out of Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, press into the feet. Inhale, both arms widen up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down through heart space and down by your sides. Take a breath in and a breath out. Tadasana, mountain pose. So here we'll take those 3 balancing shapes. Finding our point of focus again, that drishti point. Rooting down through the right foot as our foundation. Peeling the left heel off the mat. And starting to play with floating that left knee towards the chest, any amount. It doesn't have to be a lot. Option to hold onto the left shin or hamstring and hug the left knee towards you, lengthening that right leg, lifting proud through your chest and breathing into your lower belly. On this side, we're massaging the descending colon. Stay here or take that left knee wide and start to connect your left foot somewhere to your inner right leg other than around the knee joints. So find a place of contact where you can squeeze foot into leg, leg into foot, hands in prayer, Anjali Mudra, a symbol of offering and devotion to your body, to your practice. You can remain here. Well, last shape is Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Hugging that left knee back towards your chest. And then as you extend your chest forwards, you're pushing the sole of your left foot back, any amount. So the more you lean forwards, the more your left leg is going to lift, creating a long horizontal line from the crown of your head to your left heel. If that's not for you, you're keeping your chest a little higher and your left foot a little lower. Remember, you've always got the option of your blocks for your hands on the floor if you need that balance, or you can use a wall to support you. On your next inhale, finding a tall stance at the front of your mat. Exhale in Tanasana, mountain pose. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Take a full breath in and exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. And exhale back to down dog, tabletop or child's pose for 3 breaths. From downward facing dog, walk your feet as wide as your mat and walk your thumbs together. Root down through your right hand and take your left hand to the outside of your right leg, as far down the right leg as is willing to go. And then turn your chest under your right arm, pulling belly button to spine. So you're in a twist, you're massaging the belly, you're also massaging the spine, and breathing around your shoulders. Place that left hand back, release the right hand, and put it on the outer left leg, as far down the left leg as you can, turning heart and chest to the left. Root down through those heels. Lovely. Place your hands back. Walk your feet back into parallel hip distance apart, hands shoulder distance apart. And we'll take one more flow if you would like that today. Otherwise, remain in your resting shape. Inhale into plank if you're coming along. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog, tabletop or child's pose. 3 more breaths. And then we'll meet lowering our knees to the earth and coming around to a seated position. Bringing the legs long and straight in front of us. Sitting as tall as you are with no props underneath your pelvis at this point. We're going to bend the left knee and have the sole of the left foot to the mat. Now you can have your left foot to the left of your right leg, or you can cross your left foot over and have your left foot to the right side of your right leg. Your right arm is wrapped around your left shin and your left fingertips are on the mat behind you. Look forwards and inhale, lengthen your spine and flex the right foot a lot. As you exhale, actively turn your pelvis to the left, followed by your belly, your chest, and your head. The reason I encourage you to turn from the pelvis is so that we are activating this twist through the entire length of the spine and not just from the belly button up. Breathe into your lower belly here. Twists are so good for the digestive tract. They are detoxifying, they are massaging, you're wringing out any stagnation. So nice. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release both legs forwards and long. Have your hands on the mat, either side of your body. This is Dandasana, stack pose. Both feet are flexing. Inhale your breath here, and then sweep both arms up to the sky. As you exhale, hinge forward from your hips and fold your body over your legs. Letting your hands rest either on the legs, around the feet, or on the floor. Tanasana, seated forward fold. If the hamstrings feel particularly tight, you could slide a block underneath those knees, or you could roll up your blanket and slide that under the knees, just so you have a bit more softness through the legs. You might find that helps you come into a deeper hinge. We're not here for too long, just 5 more breaths. Noticing now that we're starting to slow things down and let the body cool. Use your inhale to come all the way back upright. Remove any props from under your legs. Bend your right knee, sole of the right foot to the mat, or maybe crossing your right foot over your left leg. This will all depend on knee, hip, ankle sensitivity. Left arm around your right shin, right fingers supporting you on the floor behind you. Flex your left foot, inhale, look forwards, lift as tall as you are. Exhale, turn your pelvis to the right, your belly, your chest, and then finally your gaze. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Often in this shape, the shoulders like to get involved and lift up. Try and keep those shoulders down. Keep breath traveling all the way to the base of the belly. Lovely. Use your inhale to come back to center. Exhale to uncross your legs. Inhale, sit in Dandasana, stack pose once again. Hands rooting down to the floor by your sides, spine full. Now check that you have room behind you. We're going to roll onto our backs. You can either do this using your core strength. I'll show you how to do that, or you can simply use your hands and find your way down now. That is safe for you. If you're using the core here for this, your arms are in front of you in parallel, your legs are parallel, feet flexed. Take an inhale breath. And then exhale, roll down through the spine, one vertebra at a time without using your hands. Landing nice and carefully and controlled, and then at the bottom, releasing your arms and legs. Fully exhale your breath. It might feel nice now to have your knees to your chest and rock across your lower back. It may feel nice to move into happy baby, holding on to the outer edges of your 2 feet, bending your knees down the sides of your body and rocking through your lower back, keeping the back of the pelvis as rooted to the floor as you can. Or there may be something else that you're needing that would feel good before we close with Shavasana. A full body stretch might be nice. Maybe another twist would feel good. I always like to offer a little pocket of time before Shavasana, just so that students can really indulge in what their body's requesting, what their body needs, what will help them get into a deeper rest state. So doing whatever that is for you now. There's no wrong way to do this. It's just being. It's intuitive movement. And then as and when you're ready, we will be meeting up in our lovely Shavasana corpse pose. So if you want, you could put a blanket over your body, either along your whole body for warmth, or you could just fold a blanket up and have it over your torso. That can feel really grounding. And then maybe you, like an eye pillow over your eyes or a piece of clothing, can feel nice just to seal out any light. Arms facing up and a little wide of your body. Toes rolling out, hips relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Soft lower belly breathing, just gently, just like an infant does when it's asleep. Settling, acknowledging there's no more to do. Being in deep gratitude for providing your body with this nourishing practice. I will call you from Shavasana when it's time. One more time to dedicate to the Shavasana, and then please stay as you are. This is a short class, so I understand if you need longer in this shape. If, however, it is time for you to come out, you can start to deepen your breath and add a little bit of movement to your fingers and toes, into your wrists and ankles. You can make a full body stretch as you inhale. You exhale, hug your knees, your chest, and rock on your back. Eventually coming to land on your side with deep breaths. And moving all the way back up to a full seat of Sukhasana to close your practice, bookending the class with this same shape as we began. So that you can notice how you're feeling and what shifts have occurred through the practice for you. You might be drawn to bring your hands back into Yogi Mudra with your thumbs and index fingers touching and the hands resting on the lower belly. Returning to your breath there. Acknowledging the sacral chakra once again. Acknowledging our connection to water. Seal our practice with one sound of the Om, the vibrational sound of the universe. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. And inhale to hold. So much for your time and energy. It's my pleasure to guide you. Namaste.